Okay, so let's say we hooked our shuttle up and we noticed it was a little sluggish when it wasn't slamming down on the tray here. It was maybe going off center or whatever it may be. Part of the reason it could be there could be water that's gotten into this airline somehow. So what we want to do is we want to get that water out. So what the first thing we'll do is we're actually going to disconnect the airline here from the shuttle. So just this little blue button, kind of push in and pull it off. What you'd want to do is kind of hold it up in down position like this and let the water drain out. Take your syringe that you use to clean the shuttle, fill it full of air, and just kind of push it through to help get some of that water out. Now, the other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to have to check the inside where the cylinders are, because that's kind of where the real problem begins. So if we turn it around, pull the tray completely out of the shuttle, set it off to the side, and if we lift the shuttle up, we can see these air lines that are all in here that go to the shuttle. So what happens is the water gets back in here and is what can cause the shuttle to come down, the tray to come down unevenly. And if we can actually kind of look here, I don't know if we can see it, there is actually a bit of water sitting here in this airline right here. So what we want to do is we want to get that out. So one way of doing it is if we turn this upside down carefully, we can go now and take that airline apart by just pressing on that blue again, pull it out, and now we can still see the water sitting here and the water will not run out. So what we want to do then is now we have access to these cylinders up here, so you'd almost want to disconnect it here. And again, you push down, depress it, push down and pull it out. Take the syringe that we use again for washing it, fill it full of air, you add it to disconnect on the other end and push the air, push the water out of the line, making sure it's clean. And you may want to do that several times and make sure it's completely clean. So once you have all the water out, you want to put it back together, and again you can kind of take it apart and do the sections that you need. You can see the water sitting in different spots. We'll want to go and put it back in again. Put the airline in, you push in, make sure it's snapped in, give it a good pull, make sure it's connected. Put all your connections back in, flip it back over, hook it up to the robot, and run a test again and make sure that you've corrected your problem with the movement up and down.